Hey guys, what is up? It is Bibzuda7 here again, and welcome to another RuneScape 3 video here today. In this video, I'm going to be checking out the interface scaling beta, which has been released today. As I said, I would do in my video from yesterday. If you missed that, you can check it out on my channel, talk about the update and stuff like that. But yeah, I am interested to see how this ends up looking and what the actual options available are, but it's not something I've really been looking forward to a whole lot. Personally, I never really had problem with the size of my screen. Right now, my client is on my 4K monitor, but I have my 4K monitor in, I think, 150% or something like that in the Windows settings, and I don't really know how you could use a 4K monitor at any like at regular 100%, because like everything is super small at that point. But like it's obviously nice to have for games and stuff. But yeah, I can't imagine playing RS on a 4K monitor without the upscaling from Windows, but I would assume that most, if not every person that does use a 4K monitor uses that upscaling. But I mean, apparently that's not the case given how excited people are for this. But yeah, those are just my thoughts on it. Like my mouse is definitely smaller compared to my other screen. But other than that, pretty much everything's like around the same size relatively because of the increase in percentage, I guess. I guess the mouse being smaller is kind of a big deal. But anyways, let's go ahead and see what we have. They say to go to settings, graphics, and there's interface scaling in here somewhere. Let's see. Here it is. So we have interface scaling. So you cannot go down, which I saw some people mention on Reddit if you could go down or not. Let's go all the way up to 400%. Holy shit. Yeah. Oh my God, that is crazy. It's like massive. I mean, obviously this looks absolutely horrific on the screen. I'm gonna actually bring it over to my 1080p monitor and see the difference. See, I think I would definitely want to do this for my inventory only. That's just what I'm thinking. But I don't think they're gonna let you have that. Where did my inventory end up? Up here. Because yeah, that would be nice to have such larger areas to click for if you're doing, whatever you click on your inventory for. So that is the maximum amount. And now my whole interface is screwed up because I switched monitors with it. Bear with me here. I knew this was going to be a bit of a disaster of a video because, I mean, obviously if you're going to end up using this, you're going to have to redo your entire interface and how it's laid out. Let's do a little bit less extreme, 200%. Did that even change it? Oh, that's interesting how these are overlapping on my action bars here. 100%? Okay, we're back to 100%, except not exactly because some of my stuff is still in the wrong places. So hopefully they fix that before it goes live. Although I guess maybe it's like forces things to move because of how it is. Where's my chat? Oh, my chat's in here with my other stuff. So that is 400%. I mean, it seems to work. Like I said, I don't really have a whole lot of opinions on it. 150. See, that looks the same as the 400. I feel like it doesn't change at all, the percentage. Let me see, because I only set it to 150 there, and I set it up to 400. Oh yeah, I guess it's not as big of a difference as I would expect it to be. Like even 125 is still quite a big change. But then like if you're at 150 and then you go all the way up to 400, it doesn't change that much. I would expect a larger change in that regard. Let me make it the entire screen size. Yeah. So you can easily play on a full 4K monitor. I just don't know anybody that would want to do that anyway. Because not only is the interface going to be hard, but then, I mean, without the scaling, but then like even my mouse is so small compared to everything in the game here. But yeah, I mean, it seems to work. Haven't noticed any massive issues with it. This time it squished my chat or my inventory a little bit. Oh yeah, my emotes are supposed to go up here as well. So that is the interface scaling. It does, like I said, it does work. That's the main problem though, is you're basically going to have to redo your entire interface for it to be something you can actually make use of. Another thing that I noticed is that it changes my game screen area size as well, I think. Because right now my game screen ends at this interface. Like if I move my inventory out of the way, it's just black there. So that's where my game screen ends. But when I turned on the interface scaling, I don't think there was any black space anywhere. Let me try that again. Yeah, as you can see, it's kind of made my game screen scaled as well, I guess. So not only does it scale your regular interfaces, but it changes the size of your game view, which is a little bit weird. But that would just be a part of you having to redo. How did this action bar get over there? That would just be a part of you having to redo all of your interface, I guess. It just, I don't know, I just figured it would make the inventories or the interfaces here bigger, but then it also does the game screen. I don't know. A little weird. And I hope that they can do something about how things get moved around so much, but they probably won't be able to. It's probably not going to be a thing you want to change often or, at all, really, because it will be really annoying to have your stuff get messed with. But yeah, like it's definitely cool, but I can easily, like they even mention on here, you can put away your magnifying glass and read the game's text with ease. Like I can read this text just as easily as I can read the text on my 1080p monitor. But yeah, I'm interested to see people's comments on this. Like, is this something you've actually been looking forward to and that you are excited to have implemented into the live game? And why is that? Or is it, like how many of you have a 4K monitor? And if you have one, do you use the Windows built-in upscaling that makes everything much easier to read or to see? Like, I don't know how much it'll screw with my computer, but maybe I'll try and turn that off really quick. Display settings. We have this 4K monitor. Yeah, I have it at 150%, and that even says recommended. Let's put it down to 100%. See, now I can barely read. Some apps won't respond to scaling changes until you close and reopen them. Yeah, so like now, I can still read it, to be honest. It's not as bad as I thought it would be, but now it's definitely way smaller. And now like the proportion of my mouse to my inventory size is the same as it is on my 1080p versus on the scaled up version, the mouse is much smaller in comparison to the stuff. So yeah, I guess if you don't have the 150%, I don't know if that actually changed the way it looked on OBS or not. Probably not at all. But if you don't have the 150% upscaled in Windows, like is recommended, then you might have issues with your interface size, and maybe this will be helpful to you. But yeah, that is the interface scaling. There were a couple of other things on this post that I wanted to mention as well. Let's see what they have here. Yeah, in the example post they show, you can clearly see that the interface that they have set up, I mean, it's not an interface anybody's going to use anyway, but the interface that they have set up is kind of made so that all of the things that it has on it are against corners or edges, so that when they turn on the scaling, those things just get bigger and that nothing collides with anything and moves it around. But that's just not the way people's interfaces are right now, so it'll be a very big overhaul you'll have to do to your interface to get it to be usable with this scaling. But not to say that is a bad thing. I mean, that's pretty much expected. But yeah, they also feature game render scaling, which separately scales the game view. Now, I don't know what that means because the game view certainly changed when I changed the interface scaling, but we can change this. A game render scaling value low. Oh, you can lower this one. It may improve performance at the cost of visual quality. Let's put it down. Oh yeah. I mean, oh god, that looks like crap. I hope that shows up on OBS. Like everything got like super pixelated. It's just the resolution of the game, but the actual game view screen is still the same, so that makes more sense. So you can actually upscale the resolution. What happens if I put it up to like 200%. What's it going to look like? Is it going to melt my PC? It is kind of melting my PC, I think. Let me check my task manager. Oh, no, not really. Oh, yeah, it's got my GPU maxed out almost. So I guess that's probably not a good thing to have on. And it doesn't really look a whole lot different. It's just a little sharper. Most things are sharper. So like I'm going to look at war on the left there when I click it. I really can't even tell a difference almost at all. So I can definitely see the difference when you put it down though. So I guess if people have really bad PCs, they can turn that down and they'll have the ability to maybe get some better performance out of their PC. But I mean, I don't think this game's too demanding to run in general. But hopefully that'll help some people out. If so, wasn't aware they were going for that, but it looks good. I think they either need to further optimize the upscale or remove it because that was ridiculous. I mean, I have two 1080 Ti's and it was like maxing out my GPU on my task manager. So seems like that's a bit insane. Although I don't know how high upscaling it's going with that. It says 200%. I don't know what that is exactly. If it's at 1080p, then I don't really know. I don't know a lot about resolution, to be honest, but that's available as well. And then there's one other thing with camera offset, and this one is in settings, camera and system. Well, settings does not lead you any, like there's no camera thing in here. Maybe in the gameplay settings. Yeah, gameplay settings, camera and system. So the camera mode, I've always used classic camera mode. I don't know. I've seen a lot of people on YouTube actually use modern. The main thing that I have an issue with modern is like it's behind you. I don't know. It's like it's not how the game used to be, and it really messes with me for some reason. Like the camera follows you, but not for a little bit. And then like if you do something like surge, you go, and then the camera comes behind you. I don't know. I've never used that. What kind of camera mode do you guys use? I don't know. I've always used classic. And then I have the freedom so you can do, all this craziness and go directly above. But let's see what they have here. Look at offset. What the hell does that mean? Look at offset. Okay, let's see what happens if I raise. Whoa. Ew, I do not like that. That basically puts my character, like that kind of negates the entire reason for having my interface at this location. Like if, in my opinion, like that's the whole reason I have my interface around the game, so I can have the entire game view visible. And this just like raises it up so my character's closer to the bottom of the view, which I don't know. I definitely prefer to have my character in the middle. Yeah, that's a little strange. I don't really see the benefit to that exactly. Like, what would you want that on for? I think they said something about, yeah, it says this will help you navigate through tall trees and densely crowded areas. I don't really see how that, helps you would do that at all, or like if that even needed help. I heard something about how you could zoom out further with it, but it doesn't seem like that's the case. Or am I zoomed out further? I don't know. Let me see if I turn it. No, you still stay zoomed out the same amount. But yeah, I mean, do you really need an offset on your character to be able to navigate through crowded areas and tall trees when you can zoom out this far? I mean, I don't think so, but that's the third thing that they have. So yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. I mean, there's not a whole lot to say about it. It's just the interface scaling. It's in beta. If you're interested, check it out on the RuneScape homepage. I definitely don't think I will be using it at all. I have already spent a long time using my current interface and built up kind of, I don't know which one to call it, the muscle memory, I guess, even of where things are, and I wouldn't really want to change them for what I wouldn't see as a big benefit personally. But do let me know in the comments what you guys think about this. It sounded like that they had to spend quite a bit of engine work on this, and I just personally don't know if it's super worth it with the way things are. But maybe I'm ignorant about the massive amount of people who will benefit from this. If that's the case, then feel free to enlighten me. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video, you guys. I hope you all did enjoy it. Again, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'll have the normal Hardcore Iron Man episode out on the weekend as usual. And then on Monday, we are getting Desperate Measures, which I will be making a quest guide for as soon as possible. And then if there's any additional post-quest content or anything like that, I will definitely talk about it and make videos for it. And I'll definitely make a couple videos at least to showcase some of the rewards, depending on how many there are. I'm pretty sure we know there's going to be a new relic, so I'll definitely talk about that and whatever else there may be available from the quest. Definitely looking forward to it coming out. I hope you guys are as well. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the weekend for the hardcore. Thanks for watching, and peace out.